Good morning and welcome to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. It is Tuesday, March 5th. It is election day, so we want to make sure to remind you to go cast your votes today in this primary election. I am here with Ed Pyle, the general manager of Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. How are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing fine, thank you, Courtney.
Are you still riding the high from this weekend, from the car show?
Yeah, I mean, it's still riding the high. Yep.
Yeah.
We need to just keep riding the high, that's all.
Right, exactly. Now, you do have some new service discounts that came out today.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
If you you buy 4 tires, you get you buy 3 tires, and the 4th one you get for a penny. So
a penny.
Basically,
I think I might have put $1 on the flyer,
oh,
but
maybe
it's
it is
penny.
$1. No, it might be $1. I might be wrong. I
Either
don't
way,
know.
it's basically free.
It's basically free. Yeah. So I mean, you don't pay nothing for the 4th one, actually.
That's amazing.
But we're going to continue the check engine. You know, the
half off diagnostics.
Diagnostic. So that we're going to continue. But the big thing this month is the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's great. So, I mean, as you're planning your spring break trip or just back and forth commute daily, you need to make sure that you have good tread on those tires. And so for this month, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 tire for $1.
Free. Right.
Basically free.
Right, yeah.
So make sure that you set your service appointment. Give them a call. Let them go ahead and get your tires in so then you can come in and not have too much of that wait time.
Right.
It can be a seamless transaction there.
That would probably be the best thing to do, is to call ahead and make an appointment, so that way they have the tires here. Because sometimes they have to order them and things, so it might take a day, to get them. But I mean, that's not a big deal.
Nope, not a big deal at all. So make sure that you're calling into the service department, or you can find that information on the website there on the flyer. So buy 3, get 1, and half off of your diagnostics. So if you have any service or parts concerns, please come and see us here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to promote things, trying to get things going for the summertime and or springtime, actually.
Yeah.
And trying to help out. That's all.
Sure. I know we talk about a lot. You can't dampen a vacation worse than having a car issue on the way to your destination.
After as much as we talk about it, then
Yeah.
shame on them.
It's
Don't come and
not
tell
on
us.
us.
Oh, yeah, don't
We
come and tell
told
us
you.
about it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've said it enough. That's for sure.
And you're giving those discounts.
Yeah, we are.
And you're giving those incentives to make sure they come in.
We are. Yeah.
Speaking of incentives, are there any new incentives in March on new cars?
They have a lot of stuff that has come out for new vehicles, and they're really trying to promote the 10% off. They're also trying to promote just the new car volume in general, because it's been down a little bit, as far as, but that's everywhere. And I was watching TV last night, and I heard how the interest rates may be affecting how people purchase vehicles, and the more. Not on used cars so much, because used cars are pretty much stable. They're going to be the interest rate no matter what. You're always going to get a little bit more of an interest rate on a used car than you are on a new car. But on a new car, there's some special interest rates. But you might look at it and you might lose a little bit of money on the discounts. Well, if you factor in how much some of these cars could carry, with price wise. How much interest you'd pay over that whole period of time, and sometimes you don't factor that in. Right. You just kind of look at the payment or whatever, and you take the interest rate and you cut down your interest over, say $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 over the whole period of time. Well, it offsets the discount plus some. So
sure.
You got to look at right now, especially with how high rates are. It's you have to factor that in. Yes, you're not going to get as much discount, but the overall payment at the end of the day, plus the interest that you're going to save over that period, is going to be greater than if you took the 10% or whatever the discount may be. Because if you look at it, a $40,000 car, 10%, yeah, you're going to get a $4,000 discount. But over a 6-year period of time, how much are you going to pay? The difference between, I'm just throwing that out there, 8.9 to 3.9. So you're talking 5% accumulated over 6 years. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, so there's some competitive rates and some possibilities to utilize your rebates and incentives to get a better rate.
Right.
Yeah, especially if you're going to finance it for a long time, like you were saying.
Well, I mean, you definitely want to look at it over the period of time. Now, if you're thinking that the rates are going to go down, well, then you take the discounts and you factor in, maybe I can refinance it after a year's time, and then maybe I can go, get, a better interest rate, plus I get the discounts. Okay, well, that makes sense. But the unstable market right now, as far as in the car business, I mean, I don't know that you can honestly, trust that. And how much are the rates going to actually drop? That's the question. I mean, it took a couple years for it to go up this high. Well, if it takes a couple years for it to come back down, well, you're still going to pay that interest for that period of time, and you're not going to pay off any of the car. Right. So, again, it's not to scare anybody. It's just to factor that in your mind when you're purchasing a car. Yeah, you saw all these discounts online, but if we're able to get you a special interest rate, well, maybe that might make a lot more sense over the course of the loan is all.
And those are the options that you'll explain to your customers when they come in, especially in the finance department.
Correct.
She's able to explain to them what their options are so they can best make the decision for themselves.
And it's the openness, though, of the customer understanding that that's what's going on. It's not us trying to retract anything that they saw online or things, because we don't put interest rates online. We don't put that type of
well, you have no way of knowing what, because everybody's credit is different, and that's what determines what interest rate you qualify.
Who knows? You may only want to keep the car for a year. Well, if you only want to keep the car for a year, what are you going to do? You're going to take the most money off the vehicle, and then you're going to pay it off in the year's time. That makes sense. But if you're going to keep it that 6 years, or you don't know if you're going to keep it that 6 years, well, then you got to factor in some other things. So yes, there will be things that will be presented to you that may not necessarily reflect what you saw online, and it's not the dealership trying to take advantage of it. It's just the dealership trying to get maybe make more sense of it to you over a long term rather than the short term.
Sure.
Is all. So
you have options, and that's what we're here for, is to present those options to you. Speaking of options, there's always options in the finance department to extend your service contract or to purchase additional gap insurance. These are things that are presented to you, and of course you do get to make your decision, but they're really important things, like to protect you against unexpected financial obligations.
Well, and again, going back to what we were just talking about, it's a lot easier to budget another $30 on your payment over a period of time than it is to put, to come out of your pocket with maybe $3,000 or, and I'm just throwing numbers out there. I mean, it could be as low as $200-300. I don't know. I mean, but it's a lot easier for me as a person, not working in a car dealership, to budget that extra $30 because I know my payment's going to be, say, $630 a month, rather than it's going to be $600 a month. Plus, I got to come out of my pocket $2,000 to pay for a repair, especially on used vehicles. Used vehicles, we do the best we possibly can running them through the shop, but we have 1 day with the vehicle compared to somebody maybe having 2 or 3 years or 4 years with a vehicle that you don't know how they took care of it.
And that's key.
Well, there's no question. And we're going to do the best we can, but these guys can't go back and, put together a car or how it's been taken care of over the period of time. So that's why those type of things are offered. And then also maintenance. They offer maintenance through the dealership. Well, if you do prepaid maintenance and you factor it out over the period of time, you're always going to save money, because not only Dodge Chrysler wants you to come and do the stuff at the dealership, but they want to give you an incentive to do that. So it's not something that, yes, it adds to your car payment. There's no question about that. But over that time, you're going to save that money, and you don't have to worry about it again. I mean, if everything's taken care of in that car payment, I mean, that's the only thing that you have to budget for. You don't have to worry about coming in and getting, tires or not tires, but getting your tires rotated or getting any type of normal service done, plus any kind of repairs. And then you have the same people taking care of your car the whole time. You don't bounce around, so they know exactly they know exactly what to expect. And again, you do have that option back there of financing unexpected maintenance issues that you may come across. They do have 0% for 6 months, so that's still continuing. Now, it doesn't mean you have to pay it off in 6 months, but you only pay no interest. You pay no interest for the first 6 months. So if you keep it longer, well, then you're going to incur some interest, but that first 6 months you don't.
Interest-free. And is that on tires as well?
That's on anything.
That's
anything
amazing.
Back there in the service department. As long as you just have to. It's just qualified. I mean, obviously, it's just like anywhere else. You can't just go in and whatever, not pay or whatever, and expect to be able to do that. But they do that to try to, again, people who didn't plan for an unexpected, or maybe can't plan. I mean, it's not that you don't plan. I mean,
Sure.
not many
Sometimes
people
you
can't.
don't know.
You can't, but you can't. I mean, some people are just working so much that you're trying to just make it on a daily basis, and things have gone up. I mean, they've gone up a lot. And not only that, but you're going to, see, prices on everything go up. So anyway, instead of me going into my,
So if you buy 3 tires, you can get one basically free, $1. And you can also, if you qualify, you can do 0% interest on those tires, and that's 0% for 6 months.
Right.
So that's a really great discount. So if you are looking to add new tires to your vehicle, make sure that you give us that option, because that's some really great opportunity there to save a lot of money. And to let you know, if you're budgeting for vacation or budgeting for tires, you can do both. You can get that 0% interest, and then you can also have your money for your vacation and a safe car to travel there.
There you go.
So in wrapping up, I know you have a really busy week. We definitely encourage you to come out and take a test drive. If the rain deters you, please don't let it. We have umbrellas here. We have VIP spots that one of our sales professionals will be very happy to pull the car up to the VIP area and walk you out with an umbrella, because you need to know how the car handles in every type of weather condition. And I know we were sitting here wondering what the weather's going to do, but we need to check in with Lacey Klontz and make sure that that we know exactly what the weather is. I know she can't be exact, but she tries very hard to make sure that she gives us our best weather forecast possible. So, Ed, with that, is there anything you'd like to leave our viewers with this morning before we go to break?
I don't think so. Just come on out and see us and see what we can do to help you get into a different vehicle.
Wonderful. Well, we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
And we're going to check in with your local area weather with Lacey Klontz. And when we get back, we have a friend visiting with us from Safe Haven Counseling. So we're going to hear a little bit about what they do and a little bit about mental health this morning. Yeah. So stay tuned. You are watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram right here in Anniston, Alabama. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. We have a rainy day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 67 degrees, but we'll have an 80% chance of rain. Then tomorrow it's getting up to 73 degrees, and we'll have a 20% chance of rain. Followed by Thursday, it's getting all the way up to 76 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. So everyone get those umbrellas ready. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
I'm Shirley Millwood, and I'm running to be Calhoun County's next Republican probate judge. As a Christian, conservative mother, protecting Calhoun County values matters to me. As the only attorney in this race with more than a decade of experience practicing law in probate court, I am the only candidate with the experience to serve from day one. When you're a judge making decisions that impact people's lives, that experience matters. I'm Shirley Millwood, and I'm asking for your vote on March 5th.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale. making us one of the fastest growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
I'm Eric Freeman with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Governor Kay Ivey has announced her office is offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the individuals involved with the explosive device that was detonated at the Alabama Attorney General's office. On Saturday, February 24th, an explosive device was detonated near the intersection of Washington Avenue and South Bainbridge Street, outside of the Alabama Attorney General's office in downtown Montgomery. No injuries or damage to nearby buildings were reported. The Agency for Substance Abuse Prevention is inviting residents of Calhoun County and beyond to participate in a crucial event aimed at addressing the ongoing opioid epidemic. According to the Calhoun Journal, the Opioid Roundtable is scheduled for tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and promises an insightful and engaging virtual conversation. In the face of a nationwide opioid crisis, the Opioid Roundtable emerges as a platform to foster understanding, collaboration, and community involvement in combating this pressing issue. The virtual event will bring together experts, professionals, and community members to dive into key topics surrounding the opioid epidemic, encouraging a comprehensive dialogue that seeks solutions and raises awareness. And in sports, the championship for the 2024 Calhoun County Baseball Tournament is set and will be a rematch of last year's final between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Alexandria's Ian Cartwright hit a walk-off RBI single to beat Piedmont 4-3 in the first semifinal game, and Oxford defeated Jacksonville 5-1 in the second semifinal game that finished just shy of midnight. The championship is slated for tonight, but due to possible weather, could be pushed back for later this week. We will have updates as information is available. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Eric Freeman.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Morning, right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston, right off Quintard Avenue. So we are back now with a special guest, Cammie McKenzie with Safe Haven Counseling. So welcome, Cammie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm really glad to have you visit us this morning and talk a little bit about the services that Safe Haven Counseling offers. And also you have a big event coming up soon, and that's right here in Calhoun County.
That's right.
So first, tell us a little bit about what Safe Haven Counseling is.
So we are a small local nonprofit that we were founded in 2015, and we just saw a need for affordable but also excellent mental health counseling. And we do have some resources here, but they're very overloaded. And we have seen time and time again where someone will need services and it'll take months to get in with someone, or maybe they'll see someone and then it's months before they can see them again. And we decided that the only way that we could see to fix that was to create something ourselves. So my co-founder and partner, Andrea Greg Witten, who is a counselor, and I'm an accountant, just decided to start it, and so we did. And that was back in 2015, and since then we have grown every year, and we have provided services to over 250 people at this point, and we are supported completely by a couple of local grants and then just fundraising and donations, fundraisers. So that's why the gala is such a big thing for us. But yeah, so anyone can come to us and try to get services, and we actually partner with local counselors so they can choose someone who's closer to them or that maybe fits what they're looking for in a counselor, and they're not just stuck with whoever they get. And they essentially fill out an application with their income information, and everything is provided on a sliding scale based on that.
Okay. So that's how you make it affordable.
Yes.
So based on the income and based on what someone can.
Right.
How long is the waiting list right now?
So we have only recently had to start a waiting list,
Okay.
and it's just because last year we more than doubled services of what we
Sure.
ever have. And so right now we only have about 5 people on it. So we are hoping, I think at this point, just based on sponsorships for the gala, we can definitely clear that off, but we're hoping to be able to support, the many people for the rest of this year. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
Yeah, mental health is something that is so important in all communities, and especially right now we're seeing a really big uptick on people who really need those services and who really just need someone to talk to. I think the pandemic changed a lot of things. I mean, mental health has been something that we've always,
Right.
had a need for, and that's, just being human. Our mental health needs to come first, and we need people to talk to. But I think did you see an uptick in COVID?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
2020 was a huge turning point
Sure.
from where we were before. And I think we also hit a demographic that if you go to a public service, then you may have to have, there may be a cap on what you can make. And so really, of course, we have a lot of people that are below the poverty line, but even above that, even people, lower middle class are struggling to pay for things right now. And, a lot of people are underinsured, even if they have insurance. So we also feel needs for, that group as well. So, but yeah, absolutely. COVID, definitely, we saw an uptick, and it's just continued to rise since then. So,
Sure. I think just like with the nature of where our, politically and financially, and everything's just kind of hard right now.
The world is scary right now.
It really is. And sometimes we just need somebody to talk to. And that can help in so many ways. I mean, we just need somebody to talk to, and qualified professionals.
Yes.
And so you work within Calhoun County, within the counseling community here?
We started in Calhoun County, and I would say probably 75% of our counselors are within Calhoun County, but we do have a few in Etowah County. We have a couple in Talladega County, and then a couple in Tuscaloosa as well.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
Is it all in-person counseling, or can someone set up like a telehealth
Both.
type,
Yep.
like a Zoom call?
Yes,
if they
absolutely. We
need
have a lot
to?
of people who have trouble with transportation. And
Yeah.
so telehealth, that's another thing that with COVID, telehealth was kind of questioned, I think, a little before then. But then after COVID, people started leaning into it more. And so I think that's also been a huge difference. So yeah, absolutely, telehealth is an option as
And
well.
that provides a lot of, you don't have to worry about that. Like, that's
Yes,
privacy.
you can do it on your lunch break in your
Yes.
car.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need that. I mean, sometimes you go into work and you're having a day, and then something happens, and then you're having a day.
Yep.
And you just need somebody to talk to. And I think we forget about how important that is. I think sometimes people, I don't need counseling, or, and they downplay it. But yes, we do. We all need someone to confide in.
I'm a huge proponent that I think every single person could benefit from counseling,
Me too.
no matter how mentally healthy you feel at the moment. So, yeah.
Because there always is that opportunity to better our mental health, or to talk to somebody.
Yes.
So tell us about this gala. Is it gala or gala? That's always the big discrepancy.
I think I hear both. I say gala. It may just be a Southern thing. I'm not sure. But
What's it called?
So it's our Enrich, Empower, Engage Gala. This is our 4th one, and it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. And we just get together at Hubbard's off Main, which is not far from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And it's a fun time. We have music, dancing, entertainment. Sometimes some people get up and do some karaoke,
Ooh.
depending on how well the drinks are going over. And we just all kind of come together to support mental health. There's always a great silent auction, and we have a lot of really unique donations for that.
Oh, wonderful.
And some great food. And it's just, a fun time to support mental health.
Yeah, that does sound great. So we have a flyer for that, and there's a QR code right there on that flyer. So if you hold your phone up to the QR code, then you can get more information there. But there's also, is there a website on that flyer?
Yes, safehavencounseling.org is our website, or you can just search Safe Haven Counseling on Facebook, and you can find links to the gala and just information about us either way.
Wonderful. Well, Cammie, if you don't mind sticking around, we're going to go to a quick break, and I'd like to hear some more about Safe Haven Counseling and maybe a little bit more about you if you want to share. Sure. So we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts, and we will be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. We have a rainy day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 67 degrees, but we'll have an 80% chance of rain. Then tomorrow it's getting up to 73 degrees, and we'll have a 20% chance of rain. Followed by Thursday, it's getting all the way up to 76 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. So everyone get those umbrellas ready. I'm Lacey Clontz with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
I'm Eric Freeman with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. Governor Kay Ivey has announced her office is offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the individuals involved with the explosive device that was detonated at the Alabama Attorney General's office. On Saturday, February 24th, an explosive device was detonated near the intersection of Washington Avenue and South Bainbridge Street, outside of the Alabama Attorney General's office in downtown Montgomery. No injuries or damage to nearby buildings were reported. The Agency for Substance Abuse Prevention is inviting residents of Calhoun County and beyond to participate in a crucial event aimed at addressing the ongoing opioid epidemic. According to the Calhoun Journal, the Opioid Roundtable is scheduled for tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and promises an insightful and engaging virtual conversation. In the face of a nationwide opioid crisis, the Opioid Roundtable emerges as a platform to foster understanding, collaboration, and community involvement in combating this pressing issue. The virtual event will bring together experts, professionals, and community members to dive into key topics surrounding the opioid epidemic, encouraging a comprehensive dialogue that seeks solutions and raises awareness. And in sports, the championship for the 2024 Calhoun County Baseball Tournament is set and will be a rematch of last year's final between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Alexandria's Ian Cartwright hit a walk-off RBI single to beat Piedmont 4-3 in the first semifinal game. And Oxford defeated Jacksonville 5-1 in the second semifinal game that finished just shy of midnight. The championship is slated for tonight, but due to possible weather, could be pushed back for later this week. We will have updates as information is available. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Eric Freeman.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings, right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I am visiting with Cammie McKenzie. She is with Safe Haven Counseling, which is a program right here in your backyard that you can get involved in, whether you would like to speak with someone and get in with their counseling, or if you would like to help promote mental health in our area, you can come out to their event, their gala. It's still a great debate. Gala or gala, which one is it? Y'all comment and let us know. But it's going to be a great time there at Hubbard's on Main. And what a great deal, because $50 you get dinner, you get 2 glasses of beverage of your choice, and food and fun and karaoke, and then all that goes to promote mental health in our community. So I know I just recapped it, but tell us, we've also during the break realized that we have our mutual love for theater, and our viewers definitely know that I love theater, and so we've been gabbing about that connection there, been really happy about that. We have some mutual friends.
Yes.
Because I'm just now getting to meet Cammie in person, and I'm really happy to have you here, and I really appreciate all the efforts that Safe Haven Counseling does in the community. So tell us a little bit more about Safe Haven.
So I'm really excited to be here too, and just to spread the word about Safe Haven. It's always really exciting when I'm just out in the wild somewhere and mention Safe Haven and someone says, "Oh yeah, I've heard of you guys," and that still blows my mind a little bit, but that's just, I think, shows how much of a need that there is here and how much we've been able to provide. So that's just really encouraging to us. But yeah, I like I mentioned before, we partner with local counselors, several in this area. You've probably, very likely, if you know a counselor in this area, then it's possible that they're one of our partnering counselors. And you can either, if you are interested in services, you can either go through the counselor that you're interested in and reach out to us that way. Or if you don't know who you want to see, then you can go to our website and fill out an application on there, and we will match you with someone that, if you specifically want to see someone of a certain gender, or you specifically want to see someone in a certain town, or you have a specific presenting problem that you want someone to definitely have a specialization in, then those are the types of things that we can make sure to match you up with somebody that's going to be a really good fit. So the services are provided. The sliding scale goes anywhere from $40 up to $100. And we do have some cases where it can go even below that if needed. We try to match and make sure that we can get everyone in to be able to afford services. Even if you have insurance, that doesn't necessarily disqualify you. It may be that you have a very large insurance copay, and we can help with that as well. Lots of options.
Yeah, and that's so important, because I think a lot of people, I don't know about a lot of people, but I think there's a good number of people who don't seek counseling because of the affordability. If you're looking at feeding your family or going to counseling, chances are you're going to choose feeding your family, but you want to make sure that people have the option to do both.
Yes, and I've heard time and time again from our partnering counselors that these are the clients that they want to reach, and if they could just provide these services for free, then they absolutely would, but they also have to feed their families. So we kind of bridge that gap and allow them to reach the people they want to reach, and let those people be able to reach counseling, and maybe that wouldn't be able to happen before. So
make sure that you reach out, whatever your need is. Maybe both. Maybe you want to donate, and maybe you want to utilize the services. Maybe you want to go through this service to find the counselor that best fits your needs, because you touched on a point. Sometimes you don't really know, well, I might not want to talk to a female, or I might not want to talk, or I might want to be discreet and have my privacy, so I want to make sure it's out of my community, or somebody that I'm not going to see on a regular basis, or things like that. So you can help match someone with the counselor that best suits their needs. So even if they don't necessarily need to utilize the financial part of the program, they may just need to find a counselor that best suits them.
Yeah, and absolutely. And we've had people that have started with us and then had a change in situation, but been able to continue with that counselor, with insurance or with self-pay, because they've already built that relationship at that point.
Yeah, and that's important, finding that right person to talk to.
Yes, that's one of the reasons I mentioned before, going to see a counselor and then going back 2 months later to see someone, potentially a different person. Rapport is so important within a counseling relationship, and it's really hard to build that in those sort of situations. So that's one of the things we really try to prioritize.
Yeah, that's great, because you don't want to always have to start from scratch.
Yes, start your story, and so you never get anything, because you have to tell the whole story over again. If you can't tell, I've had some therapy myself. That's why I have such a passion for this.
Yeah,
so,
well, I think everybody should. I think it is just, if you don't think that you need counseling,
that's your sign you do.
Yeah, chances are. No, I think it's very important. I mean, we can confide in our friendships, but there are certain things you can and, don't really necessarily want to. I mean, you have those close friendships, but that's not always something, there's parts of yourself that you might not want to open up to someone that's on your friendship level.
And friends too, sometimes friends tell you what you want to hear or their opinions. And I mean, counselors, they study for a really long time, and they are trained to really help you look within yourself. And it's a common misconception that a counselor will tell you, well, this is what you need to be doing with your life. But no, counselors really just help you answer your own questions, but they're kind of sneaky about it, truly.
Yeah,
sometimes
they kind of have to.
Yeah,
because sometimes we want to we know,
yes.
I know what's best for myself, or so they do have to kind of to get in there really subtly. And, and help us again, open up what our hearts are really telling us that our brains might not be allowing us to hear, or vice versa. Our brain getting in the way of the heart.
Always.
that happens. Sometimes the heart gets in the way of the brain, and vice versa. So, well, that's great. I think that's something that all communities need, is that service that people can feel confident in reaching out to and feel safe, a safe haven.
Yeah, that's where we got our name, for sure.
So for the fundraiser event, how are there tickets available? Are there a limited amount of tickets available?
So we have about, I think about 30 tickets left is about where we are right now, last time I looked. And that's just based on space, because we only have a certain amount of space within there. So that is definitely a great way to support us. And on our website, or that QR code for the event itself, you can go and purchase tickets. But if you can't make it, or you can't make it this year, we also accept any sort of donations, and we are a 501c3 charity, so donations are tax deductible. Our gala also, we're still accepting sponsorships. So on our website as well, there's information about all of that, whether it is a business sponsorship or personal sponsorship, different levels, with different perks. And, one of the best ways to support us is to set up a recurring donation, because that's something that we can kind of count on each month. Even if it's just, $5, $10 a month, if a few people do that, then that's another one of the ways that we help provide services. We are very careful to keep our overhead very, very low. So more than 75% of money that goes into Safe Haven goes directly to client services. So that's an extremely important aspect to us as well.
Absolutely. So let's help clear their waiting list and make sure that our neighbors and our community have access to affordable mental health care, because it is so important. We can't stress that enough, the importance of it. Go on. Even like you said, $5 a month. That's something that can make a huge difference to the community. And so if you're able to do that, again, there's a QR code, you have the website there. And if you do want to help by attending a really fun event.
That's the most fun way.
Yeah, that's the most fun way. And that's happening on March 15th?
March 15th, yes.
Okay, what time does that event kick off?
It starts at 6.
It starts at 6 at Hubbard's on Main. So you know you're going to get good food because it is delicious.
It is so good.
I think, my stomach started rumbling when I started talking about it. It did. It was like, yes, it is. I think my mind went to the shrimp and grits that I had there one time. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. So if you want a really fun way to help out your community, make sure you get those tickets before they all sell out, because this is that last stretch, and this is when sometimes I've noticed in this community people kind of wait till that last minute, and then all of a sudden everything's sold out, and they're like,
that last week is when it always sells out, always.
Yeah, so don't wait. Make sure to get your tickets now. They're $50. They can be found right there on that QR code that's on your screen. You can also go to the safehavencounseling.org and you can find out more information. And if you are interested in whatever aspect of that service, please reach out to them. And make sure that you put your mental health as a priority, because it should be. So Cammie, is there anything that you'd like to leave our viewers with? Again, we appreciate you for stopping by.
We appreciate you having me on, and no, exactly what she said, just whatever we can do for you. If there is a service that we can help with, then that's what we're here for. But we also try to talk about mental health just within our area. And so you can support us by doing that. You can support us just by sharing our page or sharing our event as well. So whatever
you have a
aspect.
Facebook page, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and it's just Safe Haven Counseling is our Facebook page. So yeah, anything like that, anything you can do to support us and to support mental health in the area is greatly, greatly appreciated.
Oh, I do want to ask you, are there age ranges? Do you have like a certain age range, so anyone?
We have counselors that specialize in child, working with children, all the way up to working with, people later into their life. No limits whatsoever.
Veteran services, is that something that you also offer?
Yes, we actually offer, if for veteran services, first responders, we have a feeless application, so they can get at least 6 sessions without fees. And I know that most of them are insured, and so that's a question that comes up. But a lot of first responders or veterans sometimes are hesitant to use their insurance, unfortunately, to go and receive mental health services. And we're hoping to reduce that stigma and remove it, but it does still exist. And so this is a place that doesn't have to run through your insurance, and so you don't have to worry about people seeing it you may not want to. So
that is wonderful. Yeah, those are things that we don't always think about. When you have insurance, well, they might not want to let everyone in on that.
Yes.
People like to protect their privacy. Yeah. And even though your insurance, you do have the privacy, but I understand that. Well, that's wonderful, because we're really big on supporting our veterans here and our first responders. So thank you. Thanks for everything that you do for the community and volunteering your time, because you are a nonprofit and you have another career, and this is your volunteer passion.
We keep overhead low by volunteering.
And if you would like to volunteer, I'm sure that would be another thing that you would be happy to talk to. So if you are interested in mental health, volunteering, sponsorships, donations, or all of the above, please reach out to safehavencounseling.org. So we wish you great success on your March 15th event, your gala, and I look forward to being there. I'm going to check my calendar, because that definitely is something that I'm interested in. So thanks again, Cammie. Come back and visit us anytime. Keep us posted. Yeah. Well, we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts, and thank you for tuning in to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings. We will be right back.
Good morning, everyone. We have a rainy day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 67 degrees, but we'll have an 80% chance of rain. Then tomorrow it's getting up to 73 degrees, and we'll have a 20% chance of rain. Followed by Thursday, it's getting all the way up to 76 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. So everyone get those umbrellas ready. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General
manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Gardens on Air is a unique farm right here in East Central Alabama, family owned and operated since 2010. It is the state's largest indoor hydroponic farm. Gardens on Air's goal is to feed, educate, and be immersed in the community they are located in. They want to teach people what it truly means to eat local and support local. Gardens on Air, located in Oaks Bluff, Alabama.
What's going on, everybody? Scoot from Hooligan Harley, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, ranging anywhere from our new and pre-owned motorcycle inventory, all the parts and accessories you could ever ask for in our parts department, all the gear you could ever need while riding in our motor clothes department, and of course our award-winning service department. Don't forget to check out our events tab on our website to keep up with everything we got going on. And remember, guys, if nobody has it, Hooligan has it. I'll see you soon.
I'm Shirley Millwood, and I'm running to be Calhoun County's next Republican probate judge. As a Christian, conservative mother, protecting Calhoun County values matters to me. As the only attorney in this race with more than a decade of experience practicing law in probate court, I am the only candidate with the experience to serve from day one. When you're a judge making decisions that impact people's lives, that experience matters. I'm Shirley Millwood, and I'm asking for your vote on March 5th.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
I'm Eric Freeman with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95-second news update. Governor Kay Ivey has announced her office is offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the individuals involved with the explosive device that was detonated at the Alabama Attorney General's office. On Saturday, February 24th, an explosive device was detonated near the intersection of Washington Avenue and South Bainbridge Street, outside of the Alabama Attorney General's office in downtown Montgomery. No injuries or damage to nearby buildings were reported. The Agency for Substance Abuse Prevention is inviting residents of Calhoun County and beyond to participate in a crucial event aimed at addressing the ongoing opioid epidemic. According to the Calhoun Journal, the Opioid Roundtable is scheduled for tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and promises an insightful and engaging virtual conversation. In the face of a nationwide opioid crisis, the Opioid Roundtable emerges as a platform to foster understanding, collaboration, and community involvement in combating this pressing issue. The virtual event will bring together experts, professionals, and community members to dive into key topics surrounding the opioid epidemic, encouraging a comprehensive dialogue that seeks solutions and raises awareness. And in sports, the championship for the 2024 Calhoun County Baseball Tournament is set and will be a rematch of last year's final between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Alexandria's Ian Cartwright hit a walk-off RBI single to beat Piedmont 4-3 in the first semifinal game, and Oxford defeated Jacksonville 5-1 in the second semifinal game that finished just shy of midnight. The championship is slated for tonight, but due to possible weather, could be pushed back for later this week. We will have updates as information is available. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Eric Freeman.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, Alabama. We want to say thank you so much for our guest today, Cammie McKenzie with Safe Haven Counseling. Please make sure to go and follow them on Facebook, check out their website, and if you're interested in attending their event, that's happening March 15th at Hubbard's on Main. And so that's a really great deal. I don't know if you heard a little bit about that.
Yes.
That's $50 a ticket, and you get dinner and 2 beverages and a really fun time, and get to help the community, because
Yes.
mental health is something that affects everyone in our community, and everyone needs to make sure to prioritize their mental health, and counseling is such a great way to do so. So I'm joined by our buddy Kip Chappell. How's it going, Kip?
Doing good, Courtney.
Yeah?
You mentioned about Hubbard's on Main. I love going there. I go there at least twice a week. And,
lucky.
Yeah.
I want to go there twice a week. My stomach is growling again. When she started talking about it, I heard my stomach go. I was like, I want some of those shrimp and grits, please.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. You know, whenever you go in there, she always does a great job on anything that she does.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of mental health, Kip, have you been paying attention to yours? Because you just put yourself through a lot doing that big car show. So I hope you've given yourself some downtime, some time with BB, and just some time to be at home and to relax.
Well, being in the hot seat and doing so much in the community. I did get a little chance to take a breather, but I'm right back at it again.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Can't stop this. Can't keep a good guy down. He's always doing something, pickleball or table tennis, or getting out there and making sure that everyone knows about WEAC TV24.
That's right.
And making sure to support the community. Now, speaking of that car show, you really were able to get a lot of partnerships. You partnered with Jack's. They brought in, 150 biscuits,
right?
Which I had, and I appreciated that. That kick-started my day.
Buffalo
and then
Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
The amount of food that Buffalo Wild Wings brought out here, and how delicious it was. I don't know how they did that much food, transporting it, and it was still so delicious.
Yes.
I know my husband was very happy because he loves chicken wings, and so he was like, well, I'll come to support you, but I'm really here for the chicken wings. No, really. But he was very happy. Potato wedges, chicken wings. My mouth is watering. I'm going to have to go get one of those Dunkin' Donuts here in a minute. And we also had Dunkin' Donuts here.
Right.
And then Lowe's, you had giveaways from Lowe's.
Yes.
CMP, Talladega Marksmanship Park, they gave range passes. Right. One of them was $300, so we appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
We had that beautiful wooden flag.
Yes.
Gosh, a quilt, a beautiful handmade quilt. And these were
Goodyear.
all Goodyear.
$500 gift certificate from Goodyear.
And these were all donated in efforts that you could provide that great big check that you were able to yesterday to the Wounded Warriors of Alabama.
Yeah, I'm so happy, and to be able to raise this type of money to give to them, and because I got an opportunity to go out to the combat park and see a soldier get a car that day, and it's just breathtaking to know what Wounded Warriors is all about.
Yes.
And so my heart goes out to each and every one of the people in the Wounded Warriors, and we appreciate what they're doing. And let's say a shout out to my buddy Gene Hicks. He does a absolutely great job. And
he was here working on Saturday.
Yes, working very hard, and so we're it's in the makings that we're wanting to team up again to do some other things, car shows, stuff like that.
Well, it was sure a great turnout, and I think if the weather would have been just a little bit better in the morning, you would have even had a bigger turnout. But
that's right. Yeah.
I don't know how we would have managed it. Well, we could have managed it, but I think you had 116 registered car show
people.
vendor.
Yeah,
or,
vendor.
Well,
yeah.
would they be considered
Car-
vendor?
yeah,
Car showers.
yeah,
People
yeah,
who
yeah.
were showing their vehicles.
That's right.
And then that doesn't even include how many we had in attendance.
That's right.
So that was 114 people just here to register their cars, and then
We had over
another
1,000 people out here walking
I mean,
around.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was a really, really, really
Yeah.
wonderful. So we want to thank everybody who came out and participated, who came out to support, who came out to donate. All those donation boxes were full, and our hearts were really full that day too.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Eric Perrine. He does an absolutely great job.
Yeah.
He kind of rolls his sleeve up and started working. He's amazing. He works all the time.
Yeah.
And so if you're listening this morning, Eric, shout out to you, brother.
Yes, for sure. And he let me get in that cool race car and
He did.
crank it up.
He sure did.
I have to post a video of that. I have one.
And
so.
we have a lot of viewers. There's people coming up to me saying, we're watching the show every morning.
Good. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. And we want to invite you in. Like, come in, spend the morning with us, have some Joe Bell coffee and some Dunkin' Donuts, and, you know, get on here and talk with us about community. If there's something that's important to you that's going on, come and talk to us. Now, there is something important. I know we only have a few minutes that is going on today in Calhoun County, and that is the election.
Yes.
That is the primary election that's happening. Kip, do you know if somebody needs to figure out where their voting place is, how they can do so?
Yes, you know, if you live in Oxford, we've got several precincts, boxes to go to, and a lot of them is the community center. So if you live out in the Friendship area and the clubhouse area, you're going to go out to the Friendship Community Center to vote. And if you live out in the Coldwater area, you're going to go out to Bellevue Church of Christ to vote. And if you live in the downtown area of Oxford, close to Hubbard's on Main, you'll go to the library and vote in Oxford. And so there are about 3 precincts that I know. And then also, if you live by the Oxford Civic Center and that community, you're going to go to the Civic Center and vote.
And you could probably find that information on Calhoun County's website, calhouncounty.gov, I'm guessing would be. But you can always Google that, and we should put something about that on our Facebook page, because it's very important to get out and let your voice be heard. And if you are still on the fence, there's lots of great information out there about all the people who are running. You've got the school board elections, you've got the probate elections, so make sure that you get out there and cast your vote for what's best for your community. So we have a short amount of time. Kip, is there anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers?
Well, we appreciate everything. I've been getting a lot of calls, people coming in. You know, we've got a special here at Greenway Dodge City JR to buy tires. You know, if you come in, you purchase 3 tires, you're going to give the other one free.
Pretty much. It's $1.
Great deal. Great deal.
It's just but yes, it's an absolute great deal. So, well, thank you. And make sure to tune in the morning. We have our friends with Oven Odyssey, and we are going to be making omelets in the morning. That's so I'm so excited. So make sure that you tune in. If you'd like to check out how to make a delicious omelet, you can find it right here at Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We wish you all a very happy Tuesday, March 5th. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Thanks. Thanks, Skip.
Thank you.